First, let me say that I don't know how this lighting is going to work because my ring light sitting over here has broken. So I'm currently working with a fading setting sun right now. So I just hope that the lighting is okay and I don't have to redo this again because that'll make me sad. Second of all, I have a very long list of things that are on my favorites for December, as well as for the whole rest of the year. So I'm just going to kind of hopefully get through them fast. That's my phone ringing. So please forgive me if anything is off in this video. I just needed to get something up for you guys because I wasn't able to record last week or for this Wednesday because of my broken light. So I'm just going to kind of try to do it manually. So the first thing that I'm going to kind of pick for my overall out of the year favorites is going to be skincare. I have been using the Murad line, and let me just tell you guys, their line is so amazing. There's something for everyone and I just love it. So I'll tell you kind of just what I've been using, and that's been like groundbreaker for me. The first one is the clarifying cleanser. You guys have heard me talk about this and talk about it in my skincare routine. It's a great cleanser for in the morning, just kind of getting impurities off your face. And then I've been loving the smooth, the skin smoothing polish. It exfoliates my skin, leaves it with like beautiful, just kind of like a flawless surface to apply makeup and everything else. And then my favorite, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. This is the Hydrate. So it's basically like a moisturizer or lotion that you put over your face after washing it. And this is the Oil Control Mattifier. For girls like me with oily skin, this lotion is the bomb. Talking about makeup products, I'm going to try to, with each category, tell you a high-end and a drugstore makeup favorite that I just have been really enjoying over the past year or like multiple months. Has been something that really just kind of really makes a show-stopping appearance. So the first one is going to be makeup wipes. Now I have been using the Neutrogena for a very long time and I ran out of them, so I decided to get some MAC ones. And out of all the ones that I've tried, the Neutrogena face wipes and then the MAC face wipes are just so amazing. They both leave your skin nice and moisturized afterwards, so you don't have to worry about your skin feeling weird, and they get all of the makeup, including waterproof makeup, off. So out of the two, I think the MAC is going to be my favorite just because they're so moisturizing, and I actually haven't broken out after using it. I have a big box of faves here, and I'm kind of afraid how long it's going to take me to get through them, but let me just push my way through. So for primers, as I'm staggering, I don't think that I could share with you guys a drugstore one because I don't really like drugstore primers. I feel like high-end primers are better. So for me, the one that I just love is the Benefit Porefessional. I have it on my face today. It is the only primer that I have ever used, even for all the high-end, that I feel like fills my pores because I have really large pores around my cheeks and then on my forehead, and doesn't make me break out. So this for me is a big showstopper. When it comes to foundation, my Revlon Colorstay liquid foundation has been something I have enjoyed for the entire year. It's always a foundation that I know will always give me beautiful coverage, look really great, and can compete with some of those high-end foundations, and I like this one the best. For more high-end, because I am a yellow skin tone, I really like the EX1 Invisiwear Liquid Foundation. I am in the shade, is it F200. I like this because it's moisturizing, gives me good coverage, and it's a yellow base. I have a really hard time finding something that's more on the yellow side, but I just really like this foundation. For concealers, I have my drugstore and high-end. For drugstore, I love the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circle Eraser. This is like the longest name ever. This is under my eyes right now. I really love this concealer. It hides my dark circles if I have any. I don't really tend to have a lot of under eye color, but this just gives me a beautiful like highlighted under eye without worry of creases. For high end, my Frankie Rose, I think it's like our little secret concealer. This is a phenomenal more high-end concealer. It stays where you put it and it's extremely pigmented, so you don't have to use a lot at all. To set my face, I love using powders. So for drugstore, I love this NYX finishing powder. I used this one today because I wanted to go a little bit lighter of makeup, so I wanted to use a translucent. It's super finely milled white powder and goes on like a dream. It also helps to kind of fill in pores. So if you like a really matte face, this one I highly recommend, as well as Frankie Rose's powder foundation. I am in the shade Buff right now. This powder foundation I can wear alone if I want to be more light, or I can top it over my like regular liquid foundation. It just gives me a beautiful, flawless look, and I can keep it and throw it in my purse if I need to do touch-ups later. For eye primer, Essence I Heart Stage Eyeshadow Base is a knockout. If you have seen MAC's Paint Pot in, it's like the yellow base, this is super close to it, but it works phenomenally. I have it on my face today. I have a lot of these drugstore ones on my face today actually, which is interesting because I tend to kind of lean towards some of them. But this is a great kind of yellowy based eye primer, keeps your eyeshadow on all day and is awesome. For high end, I love the MAC Paint Pots. These are really great. I love using them on clients as well as myself. This one is in the shade Painterly, kind of my go-to because it's a really easy skin tone shade. This is really, really great for being a kind of base to get rid of any like veins that show, as well as being a good primer for keeping those eyeshadows on for a long time. Moving along to brows, I don't feel like I have a drugstore brow product favorite because I always use this one. Ever since the Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade came out, it has been my absolute favorite, and I don't use anything else. So for me in brows, this is the only and the #1 winner that I have fallen in love with. I'm in the shade Blonde, and I love it because I can do either a natural or a very, very bold brow with it, depending on how much product I apply. So for me, this is so amazing, and the fact that it's like, it doesn't come off unless I really wash my face with a makeup wash. It stays in place, which is so nice. Let's talk about highlighters. Now, I have two highlighters that aren't really seen. It's not some of the ones that you see all over YouTube, so I figured I would share them with you. The first one is the e.l.f. This is in the shade Gotta Glow. It looks just like NARS, and kind of funnily, it looks a lot like NARS's Albatross, but it's way cheaper. So this one is like, I think either $1 or $2 or something like that, but it's this beautiful kind of champagne-y yellow highlight and just leaves the skin with a gorgeous glow. And for my high end, I love Makeup Forever's Compact Shine On. This is pretty like similar to the e.l.f. It's just a little bit more finely milled, and I feel like it has just a bit more glow to it because it's a higher end product. So this one I absolutely love, and this is in the shade, there's different shades, and this is in shade number 3. For bronzer, I only have one because I don't use a lot of different bronzers. I honestly, guys, have 2 bronzers. I'm not a huge bronzer person, and if I do use bronzer, I have my 2 go-tos. And the one that I love for high end is going to be Rouge Bunny Rouge. This is at Goldcombe Bay, or 007. It's the perfect bronze for someone who's more on the fair side. So if you can't use things like Benefit's Hoola, this is a really great option, and it is lasting me forever. I feel like I've barely broken the surface on it. With my blush, I've been obsessed with a really kind of warm, bronzy glow on my cheeks. And for the drugstore, which is probably my #1 favorite blush right now and has been for the past couple months, is the Maybelline Master Highlight. Now, this is a highlighting bronzer. I actually use it for blush because I think it's gorgeous. It has this really pretty mosaic pattern to it, but when you rub it all together, it just gives you this really, really gorgeous glow on your cheeks that is so, so pretty. For high end, the one that is my all-time favorite too, and pretty close to kind of what this other one is another kind of just neutrally kind of brown tone bronzy shade. It's MAC's Gingerly, and it is again just a gorgeous kind of shade that can go with so many different looks. Literally, you could pair it with every look and it would be so beautiful, and that is right there. For eyeshadows on the kind of drugstore side, for $5, I am in love with the Colourpop little special shadows that they have. This is kind of a cross between a cream and a powder base. They're so long lasting, extremely pigmented, and did I mention they're only $5? I used these shadows in my last makeup tutorial, and let me tell you guys, they last forever and are so pigmented and beautiful. And my 2 favorite colors that I have is Sequin and On the Rocks, and like I said, both of these were featured in my last makeup tutorial. For high-end, I love MAC's Pigment. Their pigments are so amazing, and this one little tiny pigment bottle is probably going to last me for the rest of my life. The two shades that I love is MAC's Tan. This is just a really gorgeous kind of like neutrally brown, but with like a gold base. It's really, really beautiful. And then the other one is Rose, and this is such a special color. It is the most beautiful like rose gold. It's like a rose color with gold reflectives. It's gorgeous on the eyes. For black liner, my favorite drugstore is going to be Essence Gel Liner, and this is the color Midnight in Paris. I was so surprised when I picked this up from Essence because I figured a gel pot for like a few dollars isn't going to do very well, but this stuff lasts forever. It doesn't flake off or do anything weird on my face. It doesn't leave any lines above on my lid where it transferred. It just stays in place and is super, super dark. So I was pretty blown away by how awesome some of the Essence products really are. And for the high-end side, my ultimate favorite liner, and something that I use in probably every single one of my tutorials if I do a line, is the Lorac Front of the Line Pro Liner. This is, I think there's just one shade, and it's the black. And it is the most perfect brush applicator that gives you a extremely pigmented, like delicious black line. It's so perfect. With mascara, for me, I feel like it's a little bit harder because mascara is such a personal thing. So for me, I can kind of like multiple mascaras, but ones that really stand out to me are going to be for drugstore, the Essence Maximum Definition Volume Mascara. This one is very similar to the Benefit, their Real Lashes, but it's a drugstore price. It's really cheap. It has a great little like synthetic prickly wand applicator and good for kind of getting those lashes separated if you like really separated lashes. If you like to add more density and length, like volume to your hair versus instead of doing like length, the Makeup Forever, this is the Smoky Extravagant Mascara. This, I think, is in the shade just like a regular black. This is a really beautiful mascara, and I feel like it holds my curl really well while keeping my eyelashes very thick. So for my palettes, I don't really buy drugstore palettes. I only buy high-end because I am a makeup artist, so I want to be making sure that I use good products on my clients because they don't want to be seeing me use something that's low-end. And to me this year, this has been a palette that I didn't think I was going to like in the beginning, and now I find myself gravitating towards it all the time. And it is the Naked 3 palette by Urban Decay. All of these rose, like beautiful, like rose gold tones are just so flattering and something that I really, really like to pair because I have like blonde hair. I think it looks really great with blondes. So for me, this palette has been something that I absolutely love. And then the other one is going to be my Lorac Mega Pro palette. Now this is newer to me. I have only had it for a little while, but because of the range of colors and because of Lorac's formula that is just kind of universal through their shadows, I love this palette. Everything about it. I have a review on this that I can link down below and tell you kind of how I feel about this palette, but obviously if it's in my favorite of 2014s, it's going to be really awesome. So for me, this palette has what it takes to be something that is just everything that I need. So I love, 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 love this. I don't even know how I'm going to get through all the lipsticks. So for lipsticks, I kind of broke it into brands. So the brands that I love is going to be NYX, Lime Crime, Maybelline, and Milani. And then, excuse me, and then from there I kind of broke it up into high-end and drugstore of like each shade kind of category. So the first category is going to be like the really dark shades. So the first one for drugstore is going to be Divine Wine. This is the Maybelline Matte Collection. This shade is so perfect and so like absolutely gorgeous. A beautiful, really dark tone while keeping that matte lip that's really moisturizing, which is really hard to find, and the fact that it's in a drugstore is amazing. And then for high end, I love MAC's Sin. This is just kind of that perfect, really, really dark, beautiful lip that every vampy girl wants to have. Okay, so for purples, guys, you know I love my purples. If you watch anything, I've had purple hair, so I love purples. I had to pick three. The first one, which is going to be like the most high-end, I'm going to go high-end with this one because this one's my baby. It's like my love child. This is Airborne Unicorn by Lime Crime. I can't find a more perfect magical lipstick than this. It's a perfect shade of purple, and if you want to try something and kind of go out your comfort zone, this is the perfect lipsticks to start with. The next one, which is going to be another lime kind, this is the Velveteens. It goes on liquid, dries completely matte, and lasts for hours and hours. This is their shade Utopia. It is one of the most beautiful colors ever, and it's different than Airborne Unicorn because it's not as much as a pastel. It's more of a vibrant color. So this one is gorgeous, and the formula, you can't top it. And the last one is going to be by Milani. This is on the drugstore side. This is called Violet Volt. This is one of the first purples that I really fell in love with. I feel like their formula, the smell, the longevity of it is really amazing. And it's a drugstore, so it's only a few dollars. For more of a pinky purple on the drugstore side, I have Violet Addict. This is a liquid color by Milani. This is a really, really beautiful, kind of more pinky purple. So gorgeous, and it looks like candy on the lips. On the high-end side, I love MAC's Flat Out Fabulous. This was kind of turned on. I got turned on this by Makeup by Ali. She's so gorgeous, and she wears this color and looks so beautiful on her, and I tried it and I fell in love. So this one is just one of my all-time faves that I wear throughout the year, no matter what season. Reds is a hard category to kind of pick for me. Reds and nudes is like really hard to kind of just pick two favorites, but I did it. The first one is going to be Maybelline Siren in Scarlet. This is again their matte collection. This collection is bomb. This color is so beautiful. It's just kind of your gorgeous like MAC Ruby Woo, just like that classic beautiful red that is classic. It's going to be timeless. It can last through generations, through centuries. It's always going to be gorgeous. And then for a little bit more of a deeper side, Lime Crime's Wicked. This is their Velveteen formula. Is beautiful. It's kind of like a rust red, so it's not on the classic side, but because of how beautiful it is in the tone, that it's not really a cool, I mean, it's got like a little bit of a brown undertone. It's so perfect and looks beautiful on every skin tone. So for a very bright, gorgeous pink, I have Maybelline's Vivids collection. This is Pink Pop. This is such a perfect like Barbie doll, bubblegum, gorgeous pink shade. I love, love, love this, especially if I'm in the mood for feeling like I need some candy on my lips. And then for the candy side of high end, I have MAC's Candy Yum Yum. This color is like awesome. It is so much fun, and I'm pretty sure Katy Perry probably keeps this like in her purse 24/7 because why not? This is such a Katy Perry color to me, and I love Katy Perry, and I love Candy Yum Yum by MAC. For brown lipsticks, I have two favorites. One of them is missing right now, so I hope that when I am looking around trying to find it, I can find it and hopefully show you guys a swatch. That one is Milani's Teddy Bear. It's a beautiful kind of like perfect brownie shade. I've been wearing it in a lot of Instagram pictures and everyone's been loving it, as well as Lime Crime, and this is new to me, but I love the formula, so I already know that I love this lipstick so much. It's just a new shade. This is in Salem. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous brown shade. If you're really into the brown, which a lot of people may not be, I am. I love this shade. Nudes is another hard category. And for drugstore, I love my NYX soft matte lip creams. This whole line is really, really great. My favorite one is Canes or Kens. I can't really understand how to pronounce that. But it is a gorgeous kind of like darker nude color, and it is so beautiful. And I love the fact that it kind of like dries on and stays on your lips for a good while. And then the other one that I love for high-end is MAC's Myrrh. This is just kind of like a go-to beautiful shade that I feel like I could put on everyone and everyone would look great in it. So that is always kind of like a #1 for me to use. So to set all of that gorgeous makeup on your face, I have two favorite sprays. I do not have a drugstore one because I love high-end ones personally. The first one's going to be the Urban Decay B6. This is a vitamin-infused complex prep spray. So I use it before I even put my makeup on. I feel like if my face has a little bit of dry patches, because I have combination oily and dry, I can spray this on my face. It just gives me the perfect foundation for adding all this makeup on. And then if my face gets a little too powdery, I know some of you girls go crazy with the powder, sometimes I do too, and I feel like, whoa, that's a lot of powder. And I just need to kind of diffuse some of that. And you can spray this on afterwards, and it just kind of settles it and takes away that kind of like really overdone powdered face. And then to set everything and make sure that it's not going anywhere, the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix is amazing. I'm not a huge fan of misting my face with MAC's Fix Plus. I feel like it leaves my face a little too dewy when I want to be more matte. So I love using this one because it leaves me completely matte and I don't have any like shininess on my face. Moving on to fragrances, I have 2 fragrances that I absolutely love so much and makes me so happy. I'm a very like floral sweet scent type of person. So for me, Daisy's So Fresh is so perfect for me. I feel like this is like my #1 perfume. This is the pink flowers, and I got a rollerball at Sephora, which is really great because I don't tend to use a ton of perfume because I like to kind of change it up every day. But this one is definitely like one of my absolute favorites and something that I kind of use throughout the year, even though it should be more of a spring one. And the other one I got while I was in Kauai, and this is the Library of Flowers, and I got the fragrance Wildflower and Fern. And I don't know how to describe, like, this perfume is so unique. All of the perfumes are so unique, and something that you would think that would be in like Anthropologie. It's gorgeous packaging, makes you just want to pick it up instantly, and I really, really enjoyed this scent, and I love that it's kind of different and quirky than other ones that I smell. Moving on to hair stuff. I'm just going to kind of quickly go through these because you guys have heard me talk about this before. The wet brush is a life changer. If you've never had a wet brush, if you have long hair or hair that tangles really easy, this brush will save your life. I can't explain it other than the fact that the bristles are extremely flexible, but sturdy enough to get through your hair without tangling and ripping it out. This literally, I can go like boop, 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 done brushing my hair. It's magic. And what I like to shampoo and condition my hair with has been L'Oreal's Intense Repair. This is a shampoo, and then the mask. It is complete moisture for your hair. If you have dry hair, which I do because I get highlights all the time and I use hot tools and stuff, this is going to go in and infuse my hair with moisture to make sure that it's not getting brittle and breaking off and getting unhealthy. And then what I use in my hair, this actually just came out this fall. This is Moroccanoil's Smoothing Lotion. It is a blow dry. It is a blow dry essential instant control lotion. Our salon is blown away by this product so much, and we can't keep it on our shelves. It's always like pre-ordered because of how awesome it is. It's a lotion that does numerous things. So it has the argan oil to set in your hair and give you a nice treatment and make sure that your hair is staying healthy while smoothing and making sure that it keeps all the flyaways away. It's a leave-in conditioner. It has conditioning properties, so it's moisturizing your hair throughout the day. And if you feel like your hair is getting a little bit frizzy, just take like a small tiny amount on your hair, whether it's from static or rain or whatever. Just put a little bit in your hands and rub it around, like a small tiny bit, and then just kind of really lightly go over your hair. Instant flyaways gone. Last but certainly not least, for my 2014 favorites is going to be a hair tool. Now I'm just going to be sharing one hair tool with you guys because I have a lot of hair tools that I love, but this one was a new one for me this year, and it is the Hot Tools Deep Waver. I have a tutorial that I can link down below. It gives you the most awesome, like huge, gorgeous, natural waves and looks so cool and is very different from a lot of other kind of like hot tool things. It's very unique and gives you such a gorgeous wave that is just so much fun. I really hope that I don't have to redo this because I hope to get it out to you guys this week. It is New Year's Eve right now. I'm about to go over to my parents' house and celebrate the new year. I hope that everyone just kind of enters in the new year with a lot of positivity, and remember that everything that you do in the beginning of the year, whether or not you finish it out through the end of the year, it's still a great step to go and say, this is what I want to achieve for the year. So for me, I don't sit there and say things like New Year's resolutions. I just kind of use it to empower me, because every season we're changing, and I feel like, you know, embracing that and going through that change, whether it's negative or positive for your life, is going to be really great, because who are we without the things that we go through? That is what gives us character. So every hard time, every time that we're just kind of bummed out or upset, that is going to mold us into who we are and shape our character. And I'm so thankful for the things that I go through, positive, negative, the amazing time that I got to spend with my family this year, the improvement in just how I feel with moving to California. Everything has been so great. My new job position of going out on the floor and being able to take clients and doing hair has been such a great thing, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen next year. And I know it's going to be good things, because I am going to set myself up for that, and just making sure that I stay positive and that I just enjoy my life, because that is what our lives are for. So I just want to say thank you so much for supporting me and watching me this year, and I can't wait to hang out with you guys in this new year, and I love you guys so much. And I just want to say that I have all of you guys in my prayers, and I hope that God blesses your guys' 2015, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye! Happy New Year's!